but in the pay, we do have some evidence. So I did mention, actually, there was that bullet point about the South African divestment campaign, that it actually didn't have an effect on share prices. But can I suggest, if you look at the exit versus voice paper, we cite a reasonable amount of empirical work. I think what the empirical work suggests is that in the case of exit by shareholders, investors, in other words, divestment, it's very questionable how effective that is. In other words, what I'm saying theoretically is also kind of the facts are consistent with it. Consumer boycotts, the evidence is they can be more effective. And it may be for the reasons I also gave, which is it becomes a kind of live issue. It's in the news and people either, ashamed into it or just decide, other people are doing it, so I want to do it too. And they do it for what I would call non-consequentialist reasons. So that for that reason, if you look at the evidence is more favorable to consumer boycotts. In terms of engagement, there is quite a lot of growing evidence that engagement can be quite effective. And it's in the paper. But I'll just mention, I just read, a couple of weeks ago, there was this case of Rio Tinto zinc, in Australia, I think it was Australia or New Zealand, I can't quite remember. They did something pretty bad. They, in order to mine something, they blew up some artifacts or something, or caves, maybe it was caves, I think. Anyway, it was of historical significance and great significance to them. And Rio Tinto just went ahead and did it. And it caused an outcry. And immediately, the investors didn't know anything about this until it happened. But after it happened, they were up in arms, and the CEO was replaced in a few days. And they made it clear this is we never want this to happen again. So this would be an example of engagement. They didn't divest. They just actually used their voting power and other kinds of power to get the board to fire the guy and move to a different strategy. So yes, it can work.